Sup, Spidey Squad? So, Marvel Rivals just released the Division Volume 9, and I'm gonna react to it actually. This time, I will be able to react to it to show you guys my reaction on this. This is like blind reaction, first time ever, and kind of spread up the news, help more people find out about this with me and such. So, I don't know, just to give it a little bit of connection. But without further ado, we're just gonna dive right in. Enjoy! And yes, that's all true. Go on, go on. I got my eyes on you, buddy. Sure. I'm joking. You know what I mean. We'll see. Heaven. Nice haircut, though, I would say. Sorry. Ooh. That right there's Angela. She looks amazing. And my boy. So not Matt Murdock, unfortunately. Or is it? I don't know. I need to catch up to the comics again. Vanguard. A new tank, ladies and gentlemen. This looks sick. Internet for to go crazy with this. All I'm saying. I know the internet by now, guys. Been knowing. That sounds fun. New teammate on the move. Oh, come on. Only removes one. Better be what I think it is. Okay, so Convergence. Arcade mode hub? Vulnerable and a giant size. Nice. Free fight? What? Oh. Nice. Oh, they cooking. They got the content. That's nice. Okay. Very nice. Summer Special Volume 2. Here we go. Long overdue, but hey, I'm happy for it. There's the punch. Look at Susan! Johnny, Mantis, Thing! Wait, he gets another Soda Skin? Did he hit the dog? What can I say cooking? Wow. Oh, I'm gonna be bored. Oh. Well, that's kind of a pay to lose because it helps them see it even more. But it's cool. It's kind of cool, I guess. Accessories. Ooh. Like, neat. These look cute. Luna. That's very nice. And features. Oh, that is so nice. A favorite tab? That is dope! That's actually dope. But I'm sorry. Did this dude just say ore farming in a dev talk? I get that they're aware of, like, you know, what's the word I say? I don't know. I guess they're, I don't know, like the middle-aged folks will say hip or something. I I don't know. It's just unusual hearing that word, but yeah, ore farming, I guess. To PC, nice. PC will get the feeling. Download feature. Nice. What the heck? Bro, that is crazy. What? Very nice. Shame I'm already done, so. Mhm. My face looks bright. I'm just realizing that now. Alright, Xeon. Alright, Xeon, don't let us down on these changes. Hello, Xeon. Maybe. Okay. Alright. Team up abilities. New team ups. Here we go. Divine Armor. Okay. Nice. Woo! Wait, that's actually nice. He throws a spear and dives. Oh my goodness, it's almost like a dive. That's so dope. What? Okay. Wait, so Gamba... What? Magic... Wait. Oh no. I'm sorry. No, let me just keep watching. Because what do you... I just need to see it first. Okay, a few things. First off, now they're just giving people more reasons to ban this guy. I mean, like, for the most part, I've never seen BP as a viable ban, only because people don't really have that much awareness or proper coordination against this guy. Especially with BP being a really fast character and is very tough to react to. Yes, very counterable, but not everyone has that capability. And so you're now telling me that you are just now putting him in a team up with one of the few counters to this character. And for this team up, he gets a bubble to protect himself a little bit. What is Nessie? What I don't know. I'm sorry. Like everything else was going all smooth up until this. I was hoping that, well, I don't know. Like, you know, get BP in the Gamma team up, guys. What is going on? I'm sorry. I don't see the synergy in this. I don't. Because we all know that Nomura is one of the counters to dives. Mainly Spider-Man, because he's in the air, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, I've asked that we had this team up removed, and this is what they did. They're gonna put a dive character with an anti-dive character. Actually, let's scratch that. 2 dive characters, because Hulk. I mean, he's more like a brawler, but he can be treated as dive. You're putting 2 dives with 1 anti-dive. And one of them is countered by that. This is how you... I don't know. I don't know what they're cooking up with this. I don't know, but regardless, I'm still gonna keep liking them more ban. I mean, I would just ban Hulk to completely shut down the whole team up, but even then, it's like, I'm not worried too much about BP, unless my team is. And Hulk, it's only like if the Hulk player is that good, but like, he's a really big character with no shield, only the bubbles, and he's still very susceptible of any CC stun. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. If this is something that looks troubling to you, just ban them all. Even if they had BP, then I don't know. I don't know. Or if you want to ban Hulk because of this, then I guess, I don't know, Hulk just stays perma-bad. He never getting back in rank. I feel bad for Hulk mains, man. Like, this guy keeps getting botched away. But I don't feel like he deserves it, but this is what they're doing. They're basically telling all the Hulk mains that you don't get to play rank by doing this. Like, it's disrespectful. Alright, so balance adjustments. They better cook with this one. Okay. Alright. Yep. So it's enough. Yep. Okay. The triple, yep. 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 What about triple strategist? There you go. Yep. We're not. It was a nightmare. Yeah. Good lord. You're not saying what I think you could do, right? Oh, here we go, guys. I'm a little scared. Let's see what they do. Okay, ultimate abilities. Ultimate abilities, that's good. That's beautiful. Damn it. I celebrate too early. I celebrated too early. Like, Emma Frost, I'm happy for, I guess. But Captain America, that one just struck. Oh, nah, Mark ain't not gonna be happy. And he just made an alt account that's for DPS only. Like, he just made an announcement video saying he's taking a break from Cap to play an alt account where it's only DPS. No filling, no flexing, just straight up damage. But hearing this news, he might be slightly disappointed because, like, come on. Cap was fine. I didn't think Cap needed a nerf at all. I mean, sure, he was a bit strong and annoying, but for most part, I don't know. I surely hope that this doesn't, like, you know, obviously make him bad, but even then, it's just not necessary. Emma Frost makes sense, but Cap is a character that requires, like, thinking. And this just breaks my heart because I've been just playing a lot of Cap lately. I really like this character. Let's just hope these changes aren't too bad as we think, but even then, man, that is just disappointing. Just a bit, I said. Give Spider-Man a buff. Okay, for Blade and Moon, well, Blade makes sense. Moon Knight, I don't know. I didn't think he needed a buff. And Scarlet Witch, okay, listen. For the most part, yes, Scarlet Witch it doesn't stand out too at a high standard. But against, like, Squish, I don't know. Was this necessary? Was this necessary? For her and Moon Knight? I'm sorry for pausing a lot. I just gotta get my thoughts out quickly for what they just announced. Let me just keep moving forward. Oh, gosh. No worries. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's just rude. Okay, because in PC lobby she was dominating, so it makes sense. Those Spider-Man buffs, come on! Okay, cool, whatever. Alright, here we go. Okay. I get it. But now triple support's gonna be even more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. At least enough in those two big ones. Why though? Oh my. Okay, next season. Next half. Next half they're getting it for sure. They have to. Why not? I'm gonna check that out soon. I guess. Placement matches! Placement! Guys, we've been wanting this for a while. There we go! Placement! Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, all that matters is they're working on it. All that matters is they're working on it, so I'm happy for it. Is there more to it? Oh! Oh, I heard. What the? Right on. Okay, that was it. That was the dev talk of Volume 9 for Season 4 of Rivals, guys. So much to pack there. What can I say? Okay, I'm gonna give my final thoughts so I can cut this yapping session a little shorter. Let me take this off real quick. I'm gonna try to say this as quick as I can. Try to say it not too much. Here's my thoughts about this overall video. So, you know, Angela, very exciting character, announced as Vanguard, as most of us anticipated. So I'm very happy for that. New character is going to be great. Daredevil also looks fantastic. I think he's most definitely going to be a DPS in Season 4.5. Then the team-ups. With Angela and Thor, allowing Thor to throw a spear and then dive down. So kind of making him almost like a dive character now with the new team-up, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of like dive with him. And he's getting a buff to his ultimate, so that's also really good. Then let's talk about the team-ups with Strange, Wanda, and Magic. So they remove the BP and Magic team-up. That's gone. I had a feeling that team-up would eventually go away soon. It's unfortunate, because it was one of like BP's few great abilities to like kind of get out. And it gave him bonus health. And on top of that, they nerfed this guy again. They nerfed his sustain or something like that, which is ridiculous. But I mean, hey, people couldn't handle this character, so I'm not saying so. I didn't think it was a worthy nerf, but that's just the way it is, bro. That's just the way it is. But yeah, back to the new team up. So Magic is joining Strange and Wanda. Her new team up with the red chains that she casts to enemies and it sticks to them, kind of is crazy. Kind of is crazy. The one thing I find disappointing, not only Gamma Monstro isn't removed, but BP is joining the team up. They're putting another dive character in the same team up with an anti-dive. And I find that a bit ridiculous because, look, I'm not saying that you can't play with a dive / anti-dive in your team comp, because you can play whatever you want, however you want. I'm just saying that in most scenarios, there's not a lot of synergy between these two characters. You know, BP and Namor, who is a dive character, and Namor is the anti-dive because of the squids. The squids that, like, you know, are made to auto-aim any momentum characters, like dives. And I think, like, sure, for BP to get like this little gamma bubble around him when he's like low HP, seems kind of tough. You know, keeps him alive just a little longer. But even then, it's like, I don't know, bro. I wanted this team up removed, but this is what they're gonna do. And now I have a bad feeling that this team up is gonna stick around much longer than we thought. I have a prediction that potentially in next season, they have to like remove Namor at least, and it'll just be Hulk and BP, and they'll have to like rename the team up like Gamma Bast or something, or I don't know. But as of right now, it seems like Gamma Monsters are gonna stick around for much longer, which I'm deeply disappointed. And it's also disappointing for like Hulk mains, because most of the time Hulk gets banned to shut down this team up. Even though if Namor is still open and he can still be an issue to dive, you could just ban Namor. But now with BP joining in I mean, I don't think BP will be ban worthy, even though I have a bad feeling that there'll still, for some reason, be a small pinch of players out there that are still gonna ban this character because they don't want to deal with him, and I understand that, but like, I just don't find BP like, I don't know. Because while yes, he can be a very countable character, you slow his momentum, you stun him, you CC him, you shred him. And you gotta understand, is that dash ability, if he were to miss it, you have to wait 10 whole seconds. 10 seconds of just like sitting around, feeling less active, and not being able to provide much value for your team. But it seems like a lot of people just don't care. Or, I don't know, man. We'll see if this halts like the BP bans or increases them furthermore. Maybe a small pinch, you'll see BP bans still, but I don't know. I don't want to see any more BP bans. I don't. I don't. It's like, I know he's very strong and annoying, but at some point we gotta learn how to fight against him. Like, this is season 4. Angela's joining in. The second half, Daredevil's gonna join in. But like, we gotta think about it. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, guys, if this team up seems like an issue to you, I would just suggest banning like between Namor and Hulk still. Mostly Namor. If you're playing Dive and you don't like Gamma, just ban Namor. And for Hulk, he's like, yeah, just beat him up or something. Sure, banning Hulk usually leads to like people not picking up Namor. Like, that's a 95% chance. But the 5% chance people are going to still play the character because he's still somewhat decent alone. And 2 squids will just be enough. So I personally would just ban Namor. So no squids at all, no Hulk character, no nada. And even if they had Hulk, I'm not worried too much about Hulk. He can be annoying. But so is Venom. So is Captain America. So is Thor. That does not mean they're OP. They're just annoying. So if you're just going to ban Hulk, you're going to see Venom and Cap either way. And that's why I think Hulk is not really a worthy ban. It's just not necessary. Okay, I said too much about the Gamma. And then, lastly, the balance changes. Let's go back to it again. Let's say, so first off, let's see. So Thor and Penny will be getting buffs to the ultimate. Here, you hear me, guys? Ultimate, meaning, I'm guessing for Thor. Here's my prediction. I'm gonna look at the patch notes if they have released it yet. I don't know by the time, but let's say this. Let's say before I look into it, this is what I'm thinking. What they're gonna do. They're most likely gonna increase the radius of that little Thor area. Like when he does his ultimate, it does that little blue circle that shows you if they show you the radius pretty much. And if the enemies are within that radius, then they are affected by it. They will get like the lightning struck. So my prediction is they're going to increase the size of that radius, make it slightly larger. So, and for Penny, I don't know about what they're going to do. I think they're most likely going to like increase the damage, or I don't know. I can't predict this one. I'm guessing it's gonna be a buff for sure. Let's look at it here. I'm gonna like look at the other stuff again. Let me see. So, Stranger's getting buff, which I mean I'm very happy with this. Here, appropriate boost to his offensive power. So that means he's going to play more offensively. I like that. I think Stranger's slowly coming back to becoming an S tier tank again, which I'm happy for because he's like, oh man, you guys already know. I mean, I'm super biased for that, sure, but I just love it. Now for Emma Frost and Captain America. For Emma Frost, it makes sense because she stands out to be like one of the toughest tanks in the game. Well, for most part, like, everything else is, you know, I'm not worried too much about everything else other than her diamond form. That's really the only thing that annoys me out this character is diamond form. Especially when you're playing, like, frontline tank or you're playing dive. Every time you see her turn diamond, you hear her go diamond, she will immediately chokeslam you, drop you. Yeah, chokeslam, that's what it is, stupid. She'll chokeslam you, kick you, If you're a DPS, immediately gone. Immediately gone. Now, if you were a tank, you may have a little bit longer time, but if the team actually looks at you and shreds you down to help the Emma assist, that's no fun either. You're just getting beat to a pulp. So, that, and what makes it really tough is a few things. One, she gets that form back every 15 seconds. Two, when she does the choke slam, that thing, I believe, goes up to like 4 meters. I don't know if my math is mathing, but that's because I've done this before. I've like done a test to see how far that choke slam reaches. I think it was 4 meters. I'm not sure, but that's pretty much how far she can reach to choke slam you. So even if you're up in the air a little bit, if you're like within at least 4 meters or lower, she can catch you. So yeah, and 3 is the excessive amount of damage when she does that. Because like I said earlier, if you're a DPS, you're immediately gone. Just gone. Don't even bother thinking about what you want to do, because you're just dead in a blink. And that's why I didn't like Emma Frost, because of Diamond Form. Everything else I could care less. Like, yeah, the shield is annoying, but you could just destroy that. Her beam only reaches to a certain distance, and the little Minecraft thing, it could be a little, you know, tedious, but again, it's another thing that requires aiming. So, pretty much, I've come to the realization from a while ago that I don't find Emma Frost personally as too much of a problem, except for Diamond Form. The Diamond Form is the only thing I don't like about her, and that's why this character annoys me. But yeah, over time you realize that, so I'm not worried so much about Emma. Now, for Captain America. While I had just enough experience with this character, I've seen the potential. This character, not only, what do I say? His best standout would of course be like the stalling play, or like attention play. That's what Captain America is, because he is a big tank with enough health pool and momentums, running, jumping, dashing, and diving, allowing him to get in and out of situations so much quicker. And when he's in that back line tickling them, the enemies just turn around, tries to take him down, and he just gets away. He runs away. He's gone. He's gone with the wind. And now he's going to come back, keep doing the same thing over and over to capture your attention, allowing his team to create the space, or take the space that he's created, and win the game. Because this is like the most attention-wanting character. And his ultimate. Let's not forget his ultimate that keeps himself alive a little longer. With like the bonus health he keeps gaining. And his teammates can gain bonus health from that if they're on his trail. So it's essentially like a mini support ult. And that's why I find Cap to be one of the best like tanks in this game. Even though he still stands on a slight niche level. Because, you know, he is still a dive character. He's still very susceptible. And can be shredded down very easily. But I don't think he needed this nerf. It's unfortunate. I hope, even though this is just like a tiny bit of nerf, I still don't think a nerf is necessary. I just hope it's not too bad. The best they could probably do is like increase his ult charge. Maybe slightly nerf his damage. I don't know. Regardless, I don't find this to be a worthy nerf to Cap. Maybe to Emma Frost. But Cap, I don't know. But I surely hope it's not too bad. I do feel bad for a lot of Cap mains. Including myself, because I really love this character. I really had my time. I just hope it's not too bad. And Mark DZ, even though he just announced that he's moved to DPS account, I feel bad for him. I feel bad. Now, let's see. Let's go back into DPS. So DPS, Blade makes sense. He needed this. I hope they keep Giga buffing him till he's like perfect. I don't know about Moon Knight. Moon Knight was fine. I think he was okay. I didn't see any changes needed. He did just fairly fine with whatever damage was granted, whatever mobility, whatever everything. Now Scarlet Witch is 50-50. I say that because for first half, this is a character that requires less thinking. Okay, this is a character that you just go up to somebody, hold your hand up, don't need to aim, don't even need to look at them, and you're just beaming at them. If you're playing dive characters, this character is like annoying. She's slightly annoying. But most of the time, against like higher HPs or teams that are getting high heals, she can't really do much. And that's why I say like, this is somewhat a 50-50 needed change. Because against like other squishies, she can be annoying. And it's not fun to just get beamed at this character. That requires no aiming. But compared to everybody else, she can be a bit useless. So I totally can somewhat get that. I'm maybe not too upset, but I don't know, man. Moon Knight I still don't get, but Blade I totally get. Because let's go back to Blade. Blade in this season felt kind of underwhelming. Because like the excess amount of damage that he deals, or like how his anti-heal was bugged multiple times, where yes, the whole point of his anti-heal ability is that he gets heals back. He gets like lifesteal from damaging enemies, but in cost of that, he gets like healing reduction from his teams. The problem with that bug is that even with like some certain healings, he would get no healings at all. So it was essentially more like anti-heal rather than healing reduction. And that's why I find that to be a very underwhelming and unfortunate for Blade, because for him to not be able to get heals, meaning he's just pretty much dead in a blink. Now, his only best standout, well, two things. His ultimate is okay, but if you just like move away from it, nobody dies. So there's that. And his gun, from a certain meter, deals enough damage. Way more damage than his own Blade, which is ironic, given that his name is Blade, but you might as well call him Gun, if you just play with gun only. It's funny though. So, also Squirgle, happy for that. Long range Punk is being toned now, which is pretty good. I like that. BP's unfortunate, but what can you do with this kind of community, man? So, I don't know. Us dive fellas that just keep getting botched to the ground. It's sad life. Spidey isn't getting any change. But at least I don't know yet. Because, again, they're going to release more details about this soon. So yeah, they're nerfing BP, survivability at least. Not damage, but even then. Now, Psylocke kind of makes sense because, well, not from my experience on console, because I'm still on console, unfortunately, but I've been watching a bunch of streamers, a bunch of content creators, and most of the games, they have Psylocke banned. Mainly because she's very strong, dealing high burst damage, and just poking. She goes around backline, pipping, and she gets away. That's like, this character is annoying. This character is strong, she's very fast, and like the ability to where the passive was, is it a passive? I'm not sure, but the ability where any damage she deals reduces her cooldown, and I find that to be very I don't know what words I would use, but basically she's very strong in like PC lobbies, because well, obviously people have better aim in PC than console. They have keyboard and mouse, better inputs and better everything. Console is a little trickier to aim, so it would make sense. Why do you think you see bands like Phoenix or Hela or Hawkeye or Luna, any hit scan characters on PC lobbies? I mean, sure, you'll see them in consoles on the occasion, but they don't have that much of the control of the aim the same way PC does. Because PC aiming is a little more smooth, and console aiming is trickier because you're on a stick. You're on a stick. And it's a little trickier to like kind of control it to get that precise aiming. On keyboard and mouse, it's like, okay, smooth like butter, bing, 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 got it. And because of that, that's what makes Psylocke really strong. So this sort of makes sense. And what else they said? Oh yeah, the supports. They said they're nerfing. No, they're gonna buff 3 of the supports ultimate. So listen. So yeah, for Jeff, Susan, and Ultron's ultimate abilities, So they're gonna buff her ultimate, because I think like there was this time where her ult was bugged the entire time that dealt so much healing, and when they fixed it, and now it deals less healing. And that led a lot of people to, out of nowhere, just switch up and say that Invisible Woman was the worst support in the game. Which, I didn't know why people thought of that. And I was like, that's kind of ridiculous. She's not that bad. She's still a pretty great support. I don't know what people are talking about. And sure, it's because, I will say this, yeah, her ultimate compared to like other supports like Luna's, Mantis, C&D, because those are like support ults that are momentum-wise, that can go anywhere. Luna's the best because it can just go anywhere, healing and damage boosting for 12 whole seconds. And Susan's ult is just a big circle shield that just stays in one place. So yes, compared to other ults, it's not entirely but it's not entirely bad. It's not an entirely bad ult, because remember, not ults are gotta be the same. It's how you use it, how it's played out. Really. Jeff's ult, I can understand. I think, are they gonna increase the duration or like the radius? I don't know. I'll have to look deep into the patch notes when they released it. Well, I don't know if they released it now, but I'm gonna look into it, guys. And Ultron's ult, I guess, kind of makes sense because it somewhat does nothing. So I'm thinking they're gonna increase the healing and damage on that ult. Now for, I think he chose the Luna and Loki. Right? Yeah, Luna and Loki. These two make sense. They needed a nerf. That's good to know. You pretty much know. They're not doing much about these characters yet. They're gonna keep monitoring these games to see how it plays out. And that's pretty much it. But I think that's pretty much all. I get to dive down. I know this whole yapping session went from like, what was that, 24? I forgot the timestamp for that video, but this video right now is 40 minutes plus. 42 minutes. So, I talk a lot. Bad force of habit, guys. I'm very sorry. I'm just gonna end the video right off here. Maybe I'll cut it down to make it shorter. But as of right now, that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll try my best to get these kinds of videos out more often. But in the meantime, that's pretty much gonna be it. I'll catch y'all guys in another time, and I'm a little excited for season 4 a little bit. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys later. God bless y'all. Peace out, Spidey Squad.